I don't know if I'm on or not. I I set the live at 10:30, so it's 10:27. This is new for me. I'm trying to be able to what do you call it? Put it on subscribers mode cuz these people be wilding on here for no reason. I'm gonna put subscribers. Probably about because these people be wilding on here, y'all. Thank you so much, Meta. I appreciate it. Hey, Russell, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I ain't gonna talk about. I'm just talking while I'm getting ready. I got go get my teeth cleaned today. Well, first I'm gonna be exercising, then I'm gonna go get my teeth cleaned so I can be ready for the. Hey, Captain, so I can be ready for this coming year. You know, if you don't have clean teeth and you got gingivitis and stuff like that, and you got some plaque on your teeth, you need to go get that fixed. You need to go get that dealt with. Now, Russell, I know you ain't got no teeth, but you know you can still keep your breath kind of fresh. I'm just playing with you. Good morning, Captain Wolf. Good morning. Like I said, I'm getting ready, gym. Then I gotta go get my deep cleaning for my teeth. Keep those teeth looking beautiful. He said I'm working on my grill now. Okay. Shout out to you, Meta. Glad everything is going well. Thank you for the little what is this that you gave me? You gave me some type of little icon. Thank you so much. My gums are sparkling though. They sparkling. Are they smelling good? Shout out to sparkling, good smelling gums when we don't have teeth. Shout out to that. I'm not gonna hold y'all too long. I was looking at Ari Ari Lennox, and I really like some of her songs and stuff like that. For those who don't know, she is an R&B. Some people would consider neon soul. Hey V, how are you doing? You're hilarious, by the way. V Dub, you're very hilarious. I need to give you a mod stick since you gave me one. There you go. And she is to me, she's an attractive young lady. But you know, people, when you are a public figure or celebrity of any kind, people are gonna pick you apart. Okay, even if you have a little old page like me, there's always going to be people that pick you apart, especially if you cam up sometimes or you show your picture, stuff like that. People are always going to pick you apart. There's always going to be something. Hey, writers, there's always going to be something somebody is going to be dogging you out about. It could be, you know, my history on here with these folks. So, uh, I've been through the fire. You know what I'm saying? People want to critique my looks. You know, as women, sometimes we gain weight depending on what's going on in our life, and maybe some lack of discipline, maybe some hormonal. Just never know what's going on with people, and people will critique you. Or if you do have a nice body, people will say you went to the plastic surgeon, you went to Dr. Miami. So it's kind of like you darned if you do and you darned if you don't. You could be a person, just try to look your best, you know. Hey, DJ Memphis, how are you? Can you hear me? Oh, gosh. Hey, Don, good to see you. I don't know why is on my other ear. I'm on my earpod because I'm trying to get ready at the same time. Let me know if you guys can hear me. You can be one of those women or men that just you low key, you confident in yourself, but you just have your own kind of style. You're gonna find somebody. You're gonna find somebody that don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, thanks. It's always something with people, and my thing is, it's always the people that never show their face. It's always the people that hide behind avatars. They are faceless. All they have is a letter on their face, or they have some type of AI picture or some type of picture they done got off a woman or a man on Instagram or on Google off of images. Be the main ones always talking about people's looks. So Ari was doing like, I guess like a blog or whatever, you know, voicing her opinions and the things she struggled with. And so she had people critiquing her because of her nose. Now her nose is kind of like it flares up, and some people was dogging her out about her nose being like flared up and stuff. I'm like, hey Wolf, how you doing? I'm like, how you gonna sit up there? That's the way God made her. That's genetics. You know what I'm saying? She got that nose from grandmama. She got it from her grandfather. She got it from somebody. Some of the stuff that people be critiquing, I'm like, you came up. Let us let us pull you apart. Let us see how unattractive and all your flaws that you got going on. And I'm starting to notice a lot of these people that are cowards on these keyboards, and even if sometimes they do come up, they don't look better than you. I'm like, how are you gonna sit up there and talk about people's bodies, people's face, nose, everything going down the list, but you funny looking. You know what I'm saying? Somebody probably think you funny looking. Somebody probably think you're unattractive. Then what really kills me is when people start talking about your weight, but they about one hamburger away from being obese. They already overweight, but they one burger away from being obese with a triple chin, lopsided body. You know what I'm saying? About two bellies, and they got the nerve to sit up there and talk about you and what you got going on, because you might be struggling with your weight. I got a cousin. She probably, I ain't gonna tell her how much pounds she is, because but she got a shape on her. She got a big old, huge. Some of y'all think my booty is huge, but she got a big old booty. Got a little stomach, and she got titties and stuff. She really, she really big, but she got a shape with her. But she's obese, and she do not care. She don't care what people got to say. The way she walk around with her confidence, honey, you would think she a supermodel. She do not care. I wish I had that confidence like her, but sometimes, I don't have it like her. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes I can pull it off at times. But I think that's a special gift to have that type of confidence. She do not care what people got to say. She walk around as if she's her. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the way to be. Not saying being obese is a good thing, but I am saying whatever you working with at the time, you better do it. You better work it. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm going to the gym to become a little bit more disciplined, especially with my eating as well. Hey, answer. Nobody's bragging. I'm talking about my cousin. Okay, so you just came in the mix, and there you go. No one's talking about me. Answer. I'm talking about my cousin. Hey, Reggie. Hey, BDB. I see you showing your wagon. Hey, Selah. I don't know what you're talking about, but She walks around very confident. That's all I'm telling you about my cousin Yolanda, cause she got a big one. Some people would be like, "Oh, she big," but like I said, she kind of got, like I said, she got a shape with it too, which is unusual. Some big women, they just they kind of big all over and they like kind of sloppy looking, but not her. You know what I'm saying? And then she don't be begging for attention. She just her who she is. So that's who I was talking about, Ansel. Since you coming up in here, no, that is not who I have a million of cousins, Ansel. So that is not who I was telling you about. I know you have a very particular with your funny acting self. You very particular about the women you deal with, and I know you kind of like slim thick. I wasn't talking about that cousin. I got about a million cousins, and I'm not lying. Just one of my family reunions, and it was the least attended, was 300 and something people. Okay, and that's just one of my family reunions, and it's just like I said, that was the least attended. So no, I wasn't talking about her. I know you particular in your ways. You like that slim thick. But what I'm saying is, wherever you are in your life, work on it if you want to improve it. But you have to walk in there, walk in places like you got it like that, even if you ain't. So that's all I'm telling you. That's all she has that type of confidence that I wish I had, you know. But they were making fun of Ari because of her nose flaring up. And she was like, "What is the obsession about my nostrils that y'all is so worried about?" It's that's that and that's kind of basically what I was talking about. Hey Riders, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Thank you, Ricky. I'm looking up, I'm looking down. Happy birthday to you. Reggie, I hope I spoke to you. Um yeah, she like I said, she was talking about people was talking about her nose saying that it flares up. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with people? She can't help that her nose is flared up. Then if she go get cosmetic surgery, then they got something to say about that to get her nose done. A rhino, I think it's called rhinoplasty or something to make it not a nose shape a different way. So if she does that, then you got people got something to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Like people always got something to say about other people's looks and what people got going on. And I'm like, you need to be worried about your own looks. You ain't spoke to me. I spoke to you, DJ, when you came in. Crazy. I'm not gonna not speak to you. Just like I spoke to you a few times in the other chat. You act like you didn't see me. I just said, boy, these folks something else on this app. But I don't know what people got going on. I'm just trying to stay in my lane and mind my business and kind of you know, just stay to myself. That's what I've been doing lately. But anyway, DJ, don't start no mess. I promise you. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I spoke to you several times. I don't know. I mean, I know it was so many people in the chat, and maybe some people didn't think I spoke or whatever, but it was so many people in the chat, and honey, I try to speak to as many people as I can. But at the same time, when that chat is moving, it's moving. So, and it was a lot of people in that chat for some reason. And they started talking about hot dogs and all that kind of crap. I was like, I'm done. Yeah, I'm going to go find me something to do. So, he said, Selena be having her days. No, well, yeah, just like you and anybody else. It's just sometimes when you've been on this internet and you dealt with a lot of fickle people or people that be acting funny and stuff, you just be kind of like, I'm a chill because I don't know what type of time you on, and I know for me, because I am an overthinker, um, I sometimes can read things wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I just be like, oh, let me see first. You know what I'm saying? What type of time this person on? I don't know. They seem cool, but you just can't never tell on these YouTube streets. People will switch on you in a minute. So I, instead of be getting my little feelings hurt, I just stay out. I just sit back, chill. I don't know. Boy, I tell you, Answer's kind of acting up today. I don't know what he got going on, but Answer, do you have you need to tell me something? Hey, Uncle L. He said, yeah, they were talking about hot dogs, and I didn't find that interesting. I don't care where they are different, what they're called different in different states and stuff like that. So now see if I do, hey J Wash, hey Bunny Pack, if I do a live stream talking about what you say, if you ignore me, I'ma smack you with the hot dog 3 times. One for the father. Oh, we ain't gonna talk about the Trinity, DJ Memphis. Now you gonna have to repent on that. What's up, BZ? What's up, Ricardo? Good to see you. Okay, thank you for coming through, BZ. Um, no, I don't know. I be acting funny when I speak to hey Sassy, when I try to speak to everybody in the chat. And then Russell, I'ma just say this. Somebody can speak to you. You don't even speak back. So I don't want to hear nothing from you. All these old funny acting people got the nerve to call me funny acting. I say, you know, I say. Back to what I was saying. Yeah, they want to sit up there. Hey, traveling. They want to sit up there and talk about this woman's nose and stuff like that. I'm like, y'all cam up. And it be the main ones, like I said, they hide behind avatars. And if you really seen how they really look, you'd be like, you need, boy, stop. Girl, stop. You can't talk about nobody. And then what really gets me is those people that use pictures off Instagram, women and men pictures off Instagram. No good and darn well, trying to stay from saying bad words. No good and darn well that they don't look like that. They're not even close to looking like that. But they got so much to critique somebody else's body. And I don't care what nobody say about me. Uh, I know how to present myself. I might not have like always the best confidence all the time, but I know how to present myself wherever I go. I know what to wear, what not to wear in certain places. Um, like I'm not gonna wear a onesie like a jumper to church, looking all sexy. That's the Lord's house. I know how to present myself. I'm not no ghetto hood rat that doesn't know how to read the room. But you'll have people that will sit up there and critique what a person got on, the shape of their nose. And she was talking about how, she was like, okay, this is my nose. How many times is you gonna tell me about my nose? Then you got some people that's bold enough to come and tell you in your face, like, what's up with, she said she was on an airplane or something, and some guy, he had to be in the rainbow community probably, because she said he was probably just an effeminate man. It came to her being real catty, talking about her looks and stuff like that, saying stuff. I'm like, what? I Let me see. Did I ever have somebody bold enough to come to me and say something? I haven't had a lot of that because I have a look like this ain't what you want, and so just don't do it. So I haven't had a lot of that. I maybe have had people to ask me sometimes, like about my nails, and be like, "Oh, your nails are so pretty. How do you?" I had one lady to ask me, "Girl, your nails are so pretty. How do you wipe your ass with your nails?" And I said, "The same way you wipe your ass. I take it. I do. I'm very thorough, and I'm clean. I know how to take my time. I believe in baby wipes. You don't have no baby wipes and you got a big butt, or even if you got a small butt, you better get you some toilet tissue, wrap it around, and get you some baby wipes. I mean, it's that simple. And wash your hands several times. You said, Selena, thank you, Bunny Pack. You said, Selena, you should have a big fly on working out. So, oh Lord. Well, I don't really talk about that lady, so I don't want to start. Uh, but I will say, you know, we need to improve ourselves if we can. I don't care how young, how old you are. You know, if you, if your health is in jeopardy because of your weight, the things you eat and stuff like that. Cause see, I didn't really realize it, even though I'm not fat. I'm thick in a lot of different places, but according to the doctor, you can still be overweight according to their, uh, scale of I guess the BMI. And once I seen, okay, I got work to do, and I'm glad that I'm doing it because I can actually see the improvement. And once I like get dressed and my dresses and things like that when I'm going out, I can really see it even more. I can see it in my face. I'm not walking around, you know, looking like what's that, Jabba the Hood or something. That the little creature, that big face and the big neck, and I'm not walking around like that because I already have a round face. So you gotta get in there and get that workout done so you don't be looking like a chunky monkey. You know what I'm saying? That ain't cute. So yeah, and so like you always say, I'm slimming that. I'm slim. I'm lean or whatever. I'm getting there, but I ain't perfect. I ain't like some of these women uh, that's trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to be healthy and look the very best that I can look. You know what I'm saying? And feel the very best I can feel. You see what I'm saying? Thank you, Lively Cuss. I appreciate it. You said, well, taking wiping, you can't imagine women not wiping properly. Yeah, it is a scary sight. And he is. I don't know what's going on with the answer, but he's out there today. He's out there today. I don't know. Something is going on. Hey, April. Yeah, you gotta get you some baby wipes and take care of your vaginal area and all of that. Your butt area as a woman, so you don't be coming around. You fine, but you stink. it's not the it's not the right way. So my people taught me well. So I don't be going around here with particles everywhere. Um, I handle and myself like a lady. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So yeah, people have a really um people have really a weird way they just have a weird way of showing their jealousy. You know what I'm saying? That woman is an attractive woman. She has a nice build. She's very talented. And people would just find something wrong with this lady. Talking about a nostril. She can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Then when she go get some plastic surgery, then people be complaining about that. She should love herself. Why did she do that? And all this kind of stuff. She was beautiful before. But you and your cronies was over sitting up there talking about her. So now when she changes, that's what happened to a lot of those stars. Um, like when what's her name? Oh, it was somebody I'm gonna tell y'all about. Like look at those people. Oh, Glorilla. Now when Glorilla, I could see her doing her teeth because her teeth were jacked up, jacked to the up, and she needed a little bit more than deep cleaning, which I'm getting today. She needed probably some braces or something like that. And the reason why I said that is because, your smile always helps you to look better. I don't care if you bad built, if you are overly built, whatever you got going on. If you have a nice smile, that can take you a long way. It can take you a long way. You have a nice smile. So I I just I saw that she went through a transformation. She ended up getting her teeth done. She ended up getting some breast implants. I don't know she got a BBL or not because it still fits her body. I think she works out a lot, um, and stuff like that. She works out and she has a body that could be athletic. So I'm gonna just say, probably what she got was her nose done, her breast done, and then I think she got nose, breast, and her teeth done. Um, I don't too much understand her getting her nose done, but again, that's her body and that's her money. So I don't get into what people should do with their body, but I will say the teeth was a very good investment. Cause she's in front of people and stuff like that. So she, she needed to do that, because she's in front of people. Um, you said you said, well, Selena, have a tutorial on how to clean properly. I believe some women on here might need it. It'll be an educational live. Mm. Child, if they ain't learned it by now, like if you in your, let me see, if you are in your 30s and 40s and 50s and you ain't got it by now, I don't know what to tell you. That's something that, people's households should have taught them. Not, and I don't get into that. And plus, if you do something like that, they got something to say something about that. Well, she trying to say we stink or what? I don't know. I just know I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know even know how I got into that. But oh yeah, I was talking about how the lady had asked me that, and I was telling her, I'm like, same way you wipe your ass. Like, what you got going on? Asking another person that you don't know, and even if you did know me, I would have a problem with you asking me that, ma'am. And she's like, oh, I didn't. I think she said I didn't mean to offend you. I was like, well, no, no, don't ask nobody that, ma'am. Some people just don't have no common sense. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some people do not have common sense. They think they can say any and everything to you. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not the one. I'm nice, but I ain't that nice. Um, but especially social media, people have a bad problem. They really have a problem with saying stuff about people's looks and stuff like that. And I really think that those same people, they should make it to where if you're talking about people or bullying people or being so critical of a person, you show your looks. You show your face. Show your body. Since you all of that. You know what I'm saying? There may be things I may think when I see a person, but I'm not I know how to handle myself. I'm not going to give my opinion on stuff because you don't know what that person has experienced. You don't know what that person has gone through, how many people have, talked about them and things like that, judged them for how they look. When I was in school, I never was that person that would just make fun of someone because of how they looked, because I knew they had their feelings. And one time, like when I was going to school, I used to always be, the guys when they see me, they'll laugh and stuff like that, and they'll run to their friends and be like, "Oh, look at that." You know what I'm saying? When I was in high school and junior high school, so I know how that feels. It was looking at, because even though I was thinner, I was like developed a lot more than some of the girls that was in my grade. So I know how that can feel. So I never try to do that to another girl or a boy. Like I said, you have to do something to be good to you, you know. But other than that, I really try not to do that because I knew how I feel. People were focusing and zoning in on people because you're talking about how you look and stuff. Then I came on the internet. I'm not even a celebrity like Ari. Not even a darn celebrity. You come on here, same people that say you fine, you beautiful, the same people that's talking and calling, body and everything else. So you got people that ain't never camped up their life. They got so much to say under their belt. And it's like, some people I see people a lot of talking. I'm like, as some older people say, you ain't know nothing to write home to mama too. You ain't nothing to write home to mama about. Look a hot mess. Your hairline pushed back by the ears, built up like Shrek. Some people built up like you know, built up like who did it and why? I don't know. So many things that people are built up and look like, but they want to always critique people that put their face up front, like the celebrities, you know. And it's kind of like, I do understand people say, well, that's just the way it is, especially if you're in the public. People are more likely to critique you and things, even if it's not right. Because, like I said, these folks don't care what they say to folks. They just be talking. You be like, wow. But I will say, I ain't saying I'm perfect. I ain't saying I ain't never said nothing about somebody, because I definitely will, especially if they coming for me. Thank you so much. I don't know who this. Hey, chill. Thanks. Um, I don't know. You said walking away from the mic. What kind of content this walking away from the mic? I'm walking away from the mic. Can y'all hear me now? Dang, that's messed up. Can you hear me? Put a one in the chat. Hey, Mookie. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Oh, no, I was just saying. See, that's why I got to have my phone close to me. I was saying how some people built up like Shrek. Some people built up like who did it and why. and or they look crazy, looking just like a gremlin, little old gremlin, but they are so busy and concerned about other people. And I personally, I personally dealt with stuff like that. I personally dealt with people that intentionally target how I look because of me being in the public eye. It doesn't give them a right, but because when you're in the public eye, you said put the phone on your chest and just talk, ma'am. Child, if you don't hush your mouth, because you're in the public eye, you're going to get some type of criticism. And some people are just downright Some, hey, see, Ham, some people just downright, just nasty. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I try not to be that way. But again, like I say, you come for me, I'm gonna find something uh to talk about you. You could be cute, but I'm gonna find some. I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that hairline pushed back by them ears. I'm gonna talk about how one leg is shorter than the other. I'm gonna talk about that lopsided face. Cause especially like I said, you trying to talk about mine. But I'm gonna find some. Answer do need to be timed out because I don't know what he got going on today. Like I said, he has been cutting up in this chat. I'm trying to figure out, did you get some of that good green this morning? You smoking up in that truck? What's going on, Answer? You doing a lot today. And somebody he must have got him some last night because he's really happy. Shout out to Answer. Shout out to the Answer, y'all. I know you don't have a hairline, Russell, but I'm talking about those who talk about other people and their hairline pushed back by the ears. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those who bald headed. Supposed to be bald headed, but they still got patches in their head. That's a shame. How you gonna be bald headed and still have patches? I'm gonna start calling people like that patches. Hey patches. Hey patches. But you know, some like I said, some people got a lot of nerve, looking like they 8 months pregnant with patches, and then got, like I was telling you the other day, somebody trying to come for me with they 2 rows of teeth in their mouth. You know, look like I'm like they jagged edges. And you know, it'd be people like that talk about other folks looking the way they do. And that's why I don't really talk about folks, because, you know, um, you reap what you sow. And then you'll find someone that can really roast your boots off, and you be looking over there crazy. What's really crazy, you said get some rest night, every night, player. What's really crazy, what answer say? You done got him some a travel classic, because he coming in here kind of crazy. I'm like, yo, I ain't never seen answer talk this much in a chat. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said he kind of happy today, because he done got him some, and he is rejuvenated. So shout out to the answer for rejuvenation. You know, we all need it. We all need that release. Shout out to him. Uh, he said I've been gone, so okay. Yeah. But I'm just putting on my face cream. I'm gonna cam up in just a little bit. Just getting myself prepared so when I go to the gym, I don't look totally crazy. Um, y'all haven't seen me in a while, so guess I'll cam up. Yeah, but like I said, you can be all natural. Like, okay, I'll cam up, and people say, "Oh, she got makeup on," when I don't have makeup on. They just got to find something to say. I'm like, ain't nobody seen you, the real you, not the fake you, not the one that you filter to death and got all them AI pictures on there. I can't stand hoes that call for other women when they ain't even got their real picture up there. He said, yeah, you're right, Selena. Them women that be crying for months now, backed up. I can imagine the hurt they going through right now, leaking and all. And this is the thing that I was talking to a friend of mine last night, and we were just talking about different things, and she was telling me things to watch out for. My friend, um, she's kind of been, oops, excuse me, I'm putting something on my neck, trying to keep my neck young, like my face. But she was kind of one of them people that always tell me to watch out for certain people, and I didn't listen. Then it came up biting me in my butt. But she was telling me how you have to watch people on here. People seem a certain way, but that don't mean that's who they are. People seem cool. That's why I used to tell Answer, you need to be careful about what you're doing. But because Answer's a hard-headed person, his head is about as hard as a brick. He's not gonna listen. He wants to trust people for face value. And what I was explaining to him, the dodo bird, I was trying to explain to him months ago, you cannot trust people for face value on here. Most of the time, you want to think the best of people. I get it. I've done the same thing, so I can contest to doing it. But my friend always used to tell me, Selena, you can't trust people for face value because it will end up biting you in the butt. So after I done got hit a few times and I'm starting to understand, I'm gonna listen to my friend Denise. Hey, fatty, I'm gonna start listening and stop being hard headed. And some of the stuff you can feel before it even happens. Now, sometimes, like I said, it's my, oh, hallelujah, Carmelo's judge. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, I didn't see that, but I hadn't been watching the news. But thank you for coming and telling us, fatty. Russell, baby needs some milk. but you can't trust people for face value. And then when they get mad at you, then they're gonna start criticizing you like they criticize everybody else on here. You ugly. You don't look good. I don't like what you do on your channel. Your channel boring as F. You this, you that, you this, you that, you that. And you're like, wait a minute, where was all this energy when you were cool with me? So you mean to tell me you've been feeling like this the whole time we've been cool? Like, you talking about you chilling in the wind and you getting caught up in a tornado. So stop it. You better sit your little self down and listen sometimes. I'm like my granny about this. You better listen. Sit your little butt down somewhere. But yeah, you just hard headed. You know what I'm saying? Just like some me, like how I used to do. You gotta learn the hard way. And unfortunately, when we learn the hard way, it takes us down some avenues and situations that we didn't plan on being in. I'm sorry, I'm trying to cook too before I go to the gym. Yeah, it takes us through some stuff we don't even have to experience. But because we don't listen, we want to go about things our way. I need to cook me some eggs. I gotta cook me some eggs. Um, who you calling little ma'am? Ansel? Cause he act like he just I don't know. Poor boy. But so I don't know. I'm just talking today, but I just could not understand when I came on here the stuff that I had to deal with, and it was just like when you've never been a person that be on social media like that, and then you getting all this weird stuff coming at you. Like you have it kind of catches you off guard because it's like I've never experienced anything like this ever in my life. I never experienced weirdos as much as I have on here. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Um, Too many of the same type of people, but they're different people. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Like it's different people on here, but they got the same type of spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like they got the same type of like behavior that they'll just do stuff, and you be like, what is going on? Like, why can't I meet some real sane people? You know, that's what I used to think of it at first. But now I'm like, baby, now I'm gonna stay to myself. I'm gonna stay to myself and mind my business. And I got enough friends as it is, so I'm gonna keep that. But I'm gonna keep a distance because I don't know. I can't risk being around a lot of folks in this day and time. Too many people got too many ulterior motives. Love you. What I see, baby. Okay, thank you. Hello, how are you, Johnny? Um, he said some of them just need to have a good splash. It's all good. It's a little bit more than splash. They need a lot of times people need to be evaluated. And I'm not talking. I'm just saying in general. Some people, I believe, need to be evaluated for mental disorders. Because some people do not realize that. Oh, some people do not realize that they have mental disorders that's going on, and because I'm, going to be in the social services, human, social work field instead of education, and even you'll see it in education with children, even with the co-workers, with other teachers. Some people have mental disorders and they have not been diagnosed. If you find yourself being extremely obsessive with people, like I was talking about yesterday, you find yourself being extremely obsessive with people, you have some type of trauma, something with rejection, abandonment, something is going on. Some people don't realize they have multiple personalities. Uh, some people struggle with bipolarism, and there's different spectrums of that. So there's a lot of different factors on why people they respond to certain things different than others. You know what I'm saying? Um, so you said I missed the beginning. You showed did Eric? No, they like I was telling them earlier. Um, she didn't get surgery, but they were talking about how her nose flares up and stuff, and she was like, "Why are these people talking about my nose? Why are they so obsessed with my nose?" And that is a good question. Why are they so obsessed with her nose? Um, she's a attractive young lady, and for those who don't think she's attractive, okay. But my thing is, why you gotta tell a person, you know? And apparently, from what she was expressing, apparently that's one of her insecurities is her nose. And she was saying how people really focus in on her nose, and she was just like, why? And then she was saying that when she was on a plane, this little catty dude was talking about her hair, saying that she looks better, she looks younger with her weave rather than her real hair, because her real hair, she has like a streak, like a gray streak in her real hair. I think it's like a birthmark or there's something genetic there where she has like a large gray streak, in her natural hair. So sometimes she wears wigs or lace fronts or whatever. And so the man was telling her, she looked younger, he likes her better. And I'm thinking to myself, find you some business. Why are you worried about how I'm looking? What does that benefit you? You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, Irie Lennox. She's a nice looking lady. Answer. You should. I'm surprised you don't know her. She sings R&B. Maybe some consider it neo soul. I'm not sure, but uh, she's done some songs. I think with Jasmine Sullivan. You said Patti LaBelle had a big nose before she had surgery. Yeah, I saw Patti LaBelle's nose. It was huge, but then again, but like I said, that's just the way God made her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she had a big one. She had a beaker, but that's the way God made her. But she felt like, okay, I'm gonna need to do something about this. She made when she was growing up, people made her insecure because of her nose, and so she went and got it done. You know, people have their insecurities, and I can't stand people that act like they don't have their own insecurities. Now, some people just they ain't got the money to do what they want to do, but then they want to, like I said, dog somebody else, call them names and all this kind of stuff. But it's like if you had the, if how you probably one of them people. If you had the money, you'll get it changed too. But since you can't, you want to dog other people for getting it changed, getting their stuff changed. You know what I'm saying? I would say if you can, be happy with what God gave you. But if it's something that you want to change, then hell, that's between you and God. I don't understand why is it any of anybody business what people do with they body. But she not gonna get no surgery. I don't think she just didn't understand why these people be always focused in on her nose. It's like it's kind of weird, and it is. You know how many years people be focused in on my body? Is it real? Is it not? Like that's weird to me. I don't be worried about other people's body. I may see something that may look strange or whatever, and I go on about my business. What they got to do with me? And I can't stand people that got a botched body trying to talk about my body. Baby, put my body against their botched body, and let's see. Like I said, people always got something to say. Mind your business. And if you want to get your stuff changed, get it changed. If you don't, then don't. Worry about what people got going on. She is a sex. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's an attractive young lady. I think she's like, I think she's in her early 20s. I think. But she's a nice looking lady. She has her nose. It has a nice. It's like it has personality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can't have no little cute little nose. You know what I'm saying? It is cute to me, but everybody can't have a little small nose. That to me is kind of like people have like that European standard that they think is beautiful. Like some people just don't have. That's not in their genetics. I got a little pudge nose. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, Most of the people in my family, they got those straight noses, or they got the, little pudgy nose, like I got. My sister got a couple of my sisters had more of a straighter nose, like straight and kind of small. And mine's is more, like I said, pudge. So it is what it is. Um, then when I smile, because I do smile, well, I ain't gonna say a lot, but I do smile often, then it flares up a little bit. So it is what it is. Hell, people need to stop. Worry about your own face, but unfortunately, you can't tell people that because they say, well, they're on social media, so hey, they get the criticism. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I just seen how people move, what they be saying and stuff like that, and just like it's not, it's not that serious. Focus on you. That's why so many people do get plastic surgery because it's so many people that maybe have been negative about their looks, and because when they get older, they decide, I'm going to do this. I'm going to change this about myself. You know what I'm saying? So they do it because they've gotten so much harassment, they've gotten so much bullying, and they may struggle with self esteem issues. And then you, like, I'm not talking about you in particular, but I'm just saying how people, you don't even know and don't care what this person has gone through. And you're saying all these negative things, and then they go and try to do all this stuff to themselves. Now, to me, not only is that low self-esteem, but that could also be considered some type of mental illness too, because some of these people that do the plastic surgery, they go too far with it. They, um, I was looking at this one thing, I forgot what it's called, and it was one lady. She got 3 BBLs, two breast implants, and then she would like go up every year. Like she would be like, she started out a double D, and then she went up like to like triple the size of that, and then she went beyond like what the bras that they have in the store. Just really weird kind of stuff. And then she would do her lips. Her lips look just hideous, because they were just too overblown. They look like a blow up doll. But I bet you anything, she was bullied, and she already had struggled with some type of, mental disorder. And it made her like want to do a lot of plastic surgery on herself. I don't ever want to be one of those. It's like, either you like me or you don't. Hell, you know what I'm saying? Long as I'm trying to be the best me that I can be, by going to the gym, watching what I eat, things like that. Um, it's like it is what it is. Hell, you either like me or you don't. I ain't got time to be doing all that extra stuff. And plus, that takes a lot of money that I don't have. A lot of money to impress people that don't care nothing about you at the end of the day. A lot of money. When I look good, I want to look good for myself and whoever my man is or whatever. I ain't trying to look good for everybody because I'm not going to look good for everybody. Everybody have their own opinion of what they think beauty is. Um, and what they say beauty would that be objective? If it was, beauty is objective. Everybody has their different standard, what they think it is, and I ain't finna do all that. Like I said, you either like me as I am or you don't. And if you don't, that's cool too. I might not think you cute either. So we even. But yeah. And then, like you said, I want to have that type of spirit like my cousin Yolanda. She don't care. She look good. She look good for herself, and whoever her man is. You know what I'm saying? She ain't trying to. She's like, she ain't trying to do all that extra stuff. I don't blame her. It's too much. But that's all I really have to say on that. I'm not really. I had a whole bunch of passion yesterday. I felt that subject yesterday, man. I was there with it. I'm kind of like that with this subject too, but I'm kind of learning that a lot of the stuff, that I used to get mad about, it's just it, this is what comes with being where you're exposed, where you have exposure. when you have exposure, being on YouTube or Instagram. Thank you so much, Russell. Selena, if you was candy, which one would you be? Oh, child. I love me some Reese's cups. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I would say I would probably be thicker than a Snicker. Yes, yes, yes. I would be thicker than a Snicker. I would be thicker than a Snicker. Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. I would. 'Cause I'm thick, but I'm also sweet. So that combination, it's more like me. It's more like me. But I do love Reese's Cup. Reese's Cups is actually my favorite. I ain't gonna hold you. I love me some Reese's Cup. Mm-hmm. Did you say, all right, Russell, back up? Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, I love me some Reese's Cups, but I think I'm thicker than a Snicker. What y'all think? I don't know. I'm thick, but I'm sweet. Yes, indeed. They they still fighting on this YouTube streets. I see. I don't see too much like I used to, cause honey, I be on the go. Oh, wait a minute. Let me call her. You said I couldn't eat it. I we said I couldn't eat it. I don't eat sweets like that. But you like them sour patches. That's what you've been getting so far, answer some sour patches. Talk about you don't eat sweets like that. I don't eat sweets like that like I used to anyway, but I still every now and then, especially when it comes to that time of the month, I want me some Reese's. And I haven't had a Snicker in a while, but that's how I would. Russell, you asked me what I describe myself as, so I would say it would be a Snicker. So you, like I say, honey, you be getting them sour patches. That's why. That's why it's just. I'm saying, poor answer, poor answer. Bless his little heart. You know, sometimes you just have to say, bless people heart. You don't know what they got going on. Bless your heart. But I hear a lot of I hear some people arguing and going back and forth, and from my little source that tells me what's going on when I miss a lot of stuff. Hey, Candy. And Candy, you kind of can relate to this issue too. I don't know, because I've seen your picture, and I remember when, well, I seen on one of the photos you had on your, I think it's your community wall, that you had lost a lot of weight. That takes a lot of determination, and it also, you have to really be honest with yourself too, because a lot of times people, they accept being obese because they feel like, hey, it is what it is. You know, and you should love you at whatever size. In my opinion, you should love yourself at any size. But when you know you can do better, and if you and you know that your health is at stake, you try to do something about it. That's why I'm trying to do what I'm doing now, because when I get older, you know, there may be some things I could have prevented, like diabetes, heart disease, things of that nature. But if I don't work on it now, when I do get older, those kind of things will affect me. And plus, you, you look, sometimes you look better, you know? And yeah, like you got tired of being sick. And exactly. So I hate going to the gym. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really hate going to the gym, but I know that it is essential for me to do. So now, instead of me doing 4 days a week, I'm doing five. You said I saw myself being like My 600. Oh Lord, yeah. And so those are the things that I'm saying. And but I do notice when I watch that 600 pound um life. I said, I bet you those some of them people they be being some of these trolls and stuff like that. They can say some hateful, ugly stuff to people. And I said it's probably because they live in a miserable life. Not all, but some of them. But some of them kind of mean too. When I used to watch 600 Pound Life, I'm like, listen, for you to need people because you're very dependent on folks, you shouldn't be mean to nobody. You need somebody to help you get up to go to the restroom, somebody to help cook your food or go get the food, and you sitting up there talking to people crazy. But I'd be wondering about some of them people that be critiquing other people's looks. I said, I wonder, are they like that, and they just be on the computer trolling people. That's what I'd be wondering sometimes. But shout out to Candy. Because like I said, she did the work. She did the work. And so I'm gonna cam up just a little bit so you said, yeah, Candy, I think y'all should help the one woman. Answer, leave it alone. I don't know if you can I don't know if you can see it in my face. I think I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. Well, you can't really see my body right now, but when I wear something that's a little bit more form fitting, you can kind of see my body a little bit. But I'm getting there. Like I said, I'm not. My face is not as round like it used to be. So, yeah. So I'm really proud of myself. I came a long way. So, but I'm chuckling a little bit. Yeah, they be tripping. Straight up. I'm really trying my best. I've been really trying to work on not having no bad language out of my mouth. Cause I tell you that situation, yeah, that situation that I had the other was a week ago when I had to cuss a Shrek looking mother sucker out. Hey Wolf, when I had to do that and somebody that sent disturbed my spirit, I went backwards because I was on the positive tip. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to encourage, uplift. So I got off just a little bit, but I'm working on it. Like I said, I'm gonna stop making excuses for letting somebody let me get out of my skin. I'm gonna stop that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say I did it on my own because I wanted to, and I've been wanting to say it for a long time. I just let a lot of stuff go because I feel like sometimes walking away and leaving stuff alone is the best thing to do. But some people don't get the memo, and they think they done walked off and went on first. When you like, nigga, you know, don't play with me, little boy. You said, subscribe to me, my chat's mostly women. Oh, she know. I don't know if Candy know, but honey, he flirted with everything in there. So I don't know. He got a little harem. I don't favor answer no mind because one thing. See, I'm from Oak Cliff. I be knowing niggas like for real. Now, Answer is he's a nice guy, but he thinks he's Casanova Candy. But those type of guys you kind of have to watch, okay? Mr. Casanova, Mr. Casanova, okay? So just remember what I told you. Just remember what I told you. And answer does he is if let me say this. If there was a description of doing too much, I'm just saying, answer would be that one. I mean, just doing too much. Then he does that weird little laugh as if that's cute. Looking all crazy and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Like, just doing the most. Try to be Casanova, but honey, when you from the cliff, you already know what time it is. So, hey JMC. Now that's my air fryer. And then I'm scrambling some eggs. I'm sorry. I can't. I. That's why I knew. I was, first of all, I wasn't gonna be no Muslim anyway, but I knew. I said I like me some bacon and some ham. So I'm sorry. I know that's dirty, but it is what it is. We all eat stuff we shouldn't. So I got me some little ham, and I'm scrambling some eggs. Yeah, doing that stupid laugh. What is you got going on? It's just crazy. So what's going on, JMC? You been behaving yourself out in these YouTube streets? I heard it's a lot going on. Now I don't be ghost watching as much. I've been having some things I've been having to tend to lately. So a lot of times I be hitting and missing. I'm not lying either. I've been hitting and missing on some stuff. We got my boy Answer, the stallion there. I know he's in the mix. I heard his name, and he was talking the other day about his two buddies. They can't stop talking about him. So he was talking about that. So Answer, you gonna do a live on that? You gonna do a live on that? Cause I think they were talking somewhere else too. I don't know what's going on either. I'm just talking lively cuts, but I'm trying to stay out for drama, and so I'm just messing with my buddy Answer. That's from my side of the town. Hey, Mr. New York, and happy belated birthday to you. Oh, Mo Rat Netta. Oh, good Lord. I shouldn't have read that, Captain Wolf. Was they, JMC, were the two young ladies on, D's channel yesterday? I think somebody was saying they was on damn D's channel yesterday. Not me. I'm staying out the way. Oh, I had a Shrek looking nigga coming for me in another sector. But after I read people their rights, I'm pretty much it is a done deal for me. I hadn't talked about that person in a year and a half, and then uh one of his people brought some mess to me on a situation that I didn't know nothing about, and I wasn't even lying about it. I didn't know anything about it. So um it's a guy in another sector um that is trying to say that I'm a hood booger and everything else up under the sun. So I had to let Shrek know I'm not the one. I'm not the one. So that was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And he's still probably over there crying and saying whatever. But that's how they do. When men get butt hurt a little bit, they start talking about they never wanted you. You're this, you're ugly, you're this, you're that, you're that, you're that, you're that. You know what little boys do when they mad. Cause you sit up there and basically spit in their face and let them know you ain't ish. Better keep your Shrek looking ass over there. Your patches and everything else. You know how I go. So, I when females, and that's another thing. That's why I said I don't think I'll be doing no more meetups. Um, I don't. My thing is make your intentions known at the very beginning, and then I can decide whether to go from there or not. When I come on here, I really when I meet people, it's more of a content basis thing. It's nothing personal. It's nothing romantic. It's nothing like that. You know, it's more of content. And sometimes you think some people are cool to meet at the time, right? So you don't go in there thinking, oh, well, it's going to be a devastating experience after a while. You don't think that. You just go in, content, have fun to meet somebody, hang out. That's it. Nice working with you, fella. Keep it like that, right? Now, because people are grown, if something else goes into that and transpires, then that's different, you know? But if it's just business, it's just business. See, I know how, unlike a lot of people, I know how to separate the two. I'm not one of those females hungry for dick where I misconstrued what a man is wanting. I'm also not naive and oblivious either, but I let people make, I let some people think I am. But I go in for content purposes. So, yeah, right. There ain't no yeah, right with that. It's the truth. I ain't hung up on dick like that. Like, y'all got me all the way messed up. I don't got to pay nobody. And I'm not that type of female just going on here trying to get some dick from people online. Easy. So, no, yeah, right, nothing. You better check yourself before you, as they say, before you wreck yourself. So, yeah, I had a nigga come at me like 2 weeks ago. I had to let him know. Yeah, I'll be that hood bigger because you gonna get rich. Your rights, hoe. Anytime somebody just openly just disrespect you and they keep doing it and you let things go, you moved on and they keep on throwing slugs at you and then lie about it and say they wasn't. Mm-mm. So, you talking about? Yeah, right. What is you talking about, Ansel? I ain't talking about you. I, see, and that's another thing. I don't know what else to be on. Did he smoke something this morning? I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about. What I'm talking about ain't got nothing to do with you. I just said what I said. Saying that he's just talking. Don't pay him any attention. You ain't lying. I don't know what type of time he on. Like, what? Oh, Alpha, you need help. I mean, as fast as you can get it, you need it. Now, you got that good insurance from the post office. You need to use it and go get you some help. Yeah, it's some, it's like, it's a couple of people that are not content creators that I would like to meet. But because I've been through so much on here, no, I'm even reconsidering that. Mm-hmm. I think think it's off his food. But you know what? Answer time back. Like I said, you go get you some help, boy. You one of the good guys? I heard that before, Wolf. So again, I think you're cool, but I don't really trust people face value anymore. When you've been through enough, you just like, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But it's a couple of people I'm like, okay, I wouldn't mind meeting that person maybe. But I don't know. Yeah. So, um, but I'll tell you one thing. When you go through stuff on here and make you scared. Make you scared of folk. I hope I'm not smacking. Now, so what are you talking about? I want you to go back and what were you talking about? Say it, type it in a paragraph on what you meant by that. Mm. Traveling Classy said, I don't know. She ain't open to it either, I don't think. Mm-hmm. Okay, Candy, how did that turn out? Are you still cool with them to this day? Or you guys are not cool? She was the same one? Yeah. And every now and then, you meet people that are sane. I'm not saying everybody's a nutcase on here or have ulterior motives, but I am saying majority of people do. Um, but it's good that you had a good experience. As much as people don't like D, damn D, I didn't have a bad experience meeting him. No. Now this character online is a little different, but when I met damn D, he was very polite, very nice, very complimentary. That wasn't a bad experience. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like him, but like I said, when I met him, it wasn't a bad experience. But so we didn't meet at a club. I don't know if Russell's still in here. We met at a restaurant. So, like I said, everything is not. I don't want to come across like everything is bad, but a lot of times it can be. I don't know. I gotta tell the truth, even if I may not agree with what a person is doing or whatever they got going on online. I gotta tell the truth about my experience. So yeah, that's how I see it. Now, whatever goes on in the future, whatever that happens to be, we'll see. But I can just say from that experience, no, I didn't have a bad experience. Hey, Ron. I hope you're feeling better. What? Answer, you still didn't do what I asked you to do. What was you talking about earlier? Run D, I'm glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is well with you. Now, are you? Was you trying to say I wanted you or something? What you got going on? Cause you said, let me see. You said the cigarette ashtray face and Austin Powers mini me still talking, huh? No, I wasn't talking. I was saying that excuse me, the two ladies was on Damn D live. So I didn't go and listen to what they were saying. I don't care. But yeah, they was up there. So I'm pretty sure you was a topic. Or some of it at least. Okay, that's what you were saying. Okay. And then you say, let me see, I'm gonna go back down. I think that's all you said. Mm-mm. Yeah, they was on his once I seen it, I was just like, huh, next. Let me go and watch no, I think someone called me. I got on the phone and I got off of YouTube. Hey, Action. Because it was the same time that I saw it was some oh yeah, I was in Rodney's chat and Nacho. Then like I said, they started talking about the hot dogs. I got the hell up out of here. And then I went to see what Damn D had on, what he was talking about. Well, I kind of know what he talk about every day. But I seen homegirls up there. Hey, Dark, how are you? I seen what he was talking about. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm finna. Then Saved by the Bell, somebody called me. So I was on the phone. I don't know what to say, if you was the main topic or not. I'm pretty sure you was in it. Well, I get tired of hearing the same stuff over and over again. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I gotta, excuse me, I gotta listen to different stuff. That's why I be in different sectors. If I'm on here, I be in different sectors because, oh, excuse me, I don't want to hear it. Same old, same old. Now, it used to be kind of entertaining because YouTube is like, how can I say this? It's like a reality show. Back in the day, when I was like in high school, I used to watch Bad Girls Club when it first came on. It's a high school or junior high school, something like that. I just watched um, Bad Girls Club with Natalie Nunn and I think it's Tanisha or something, whatever her name is. Oh. And it was kind of entertaining. I seen them girls fight other girls, stuff like that. And then I came to YouTube. I'm just like, it's just like another Bad Girls Club, just with men and women. Wrong with men and women. He said, that's how I'm feeling. I can tell I be doing different things on my channel. I gotta say, I do like your music. Some people they might not like it, but everybody knows when they hear it. Oh, that's Jack. That's Jack music. And sometimes, like Jack doing too much, but that's my opinion. But I think your music is funny, so if you stick with that, you created your own identity rather than trying to look or resemble someone else. So keep doing your music. You can create your own lane with that. The only time I'd be like, Ansel, just get to the content. And then you be trying to throw them songs. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel like I'm at church. Um, I said, now why you just can't finish what you saying? Then here you go put that music in there. I said, Lord have mercy, Ansel. You going in there, putting that music and stuff in there. All right, finish saying what you saying. You said that'd be over another sector. Niggas be talking about the same two men all day, everything. It's annoying at this point. Oh, I am being myself, Selena. Stop. Sometimes I do feel like I'm being honest, Answer, and you know, I gotta keep it real with you, and I be fake, cause we from the same place. I don't want you think I'm being fake with you, but I gotta be keeping 100. Sometimes I do think you be trying to, fit in with other people. Sometimes, you know, you try to kind of, cause maybe you admire them, but I do feel that way. Cause, well, this was something I would have to tell you later on, but some stuff I'd be like, now why did you do that? You know what I'm saying? But I do think that there is some things that is of course you. Like I said, your music, how you express yourself. It's a part of who you are. I don't know if I can on here. I don't know if I can drop the link. Can I drop the link on YouTube Live? I don't know. I don't think I can. You said my cousin just came up on my live 2 days ago. Said that's how I act. Okay. I just thought maybe you was trying to, have some similarities of KB on something. Well, okay. I'm not saying you're a fake, but I'm just saying you do. I felt like you got some things from him, but like your how you carry yourself and stuff. But I don't think you fake or nothing. Okay. And then you gotta understand, Answer too. I'm skeptical of most people on here. It's solely based sometimes, not all. I'm not gonna say solely. Sometimes it can be based on what I've experienced on here. So I don't mean no harm when I come up with certain opinions about things. I am truly liable to be wrong, not always right. My perception, okay? That's another thing. That's why people have a difference of opinion. I do notice on here, if you have a difference of opinion on people, that's when it creates beef, which I don't understand how they have that type of mindset in real life, but I digress. But we just have a difference of opinion. But because I don't know you, I'm glad that you had someone to come up there and be like, this is really who he is. Because your family, for the most part, they would know more, or your friends would know more about you than anybody on YouTube. So I'm glad that she did say that. I think maybe did I leave that? Because I was in your chat 2 days ago. So I wonder did I leave before she came up? He said, I've been like that my whole life. That's why I didn't understand why a few people kept saying I'm Kwame 2.0. And then it's too because of how you look, because you're tall with dreads. So, people automatically are going to put you in that type of, they're gonna put you in that type of box because of how you look. You're tall, and you have dreads. And you said I like what I've been. I said like what I've been like this. Okay. Mm-hmm. You don't think anything like Kwame? Now they do have a difference of personality. I guess maybe I'm looking at the mannerisms, you know, and kind of how they look and stuff like that. But now they do have different personalities. Cause Answer is more kind of well, KV seemed like he kind of goofy too, but Answer is extremely goofy with his crazy self, tippity typing and going on. And I think both of them are flirts. That's for sure. And then Answer say, "Stop it, Selena. I'm not flirting. But you be flirting, and you need to stop." Answer though he like that attention. Just stop the foolishness. Like you tell me, stop it, Selena. Stop it, Answer. You like the attention, and you know you do. And women going crazy over Answer. Say man. Say man. That's what he'll say. That's all he say. That's all Answer will say. Say man. So it's okay, Answer. We all like certain attention sometimes. Nobody wants to be invisible. But you getting a lot of attention, so I don't think it's some of it you don't want. You said Answer Goofy. I call him Big Goofy. Depending on how I feel, I might call him Little Goofy. But Answer, you're all good. Like I said, a lot of times I'll just be talking to you like like you're a little cousin or something. I don't mean no harm. I don't seek attention. Yes, you do. You're doing it right now. No, I'm just kidding. Um, I think we all want some type of attention. We just want. I just want the right attention. Yeah, you can get attention anywhere, but it might not be good. Might not be good. These dudes weird, man. Did I say it right? Answer. These dudes weird, man. I'm gonna get off of here. Boy, I know my mouth gonna be hurting today. With them doing that deep cleaning and stuff. Oh my goodness. I ain't feeling that. But I get it done 2 times a year. I get the deep cleaning. Ooh, and it's treacherous. I hate it. But it has to be done. How you gonna be cute? How you gonna be cute with gingivitis and plaque on your teeth? I don't know, but I can't do it. I want my smile to be glistening white and stuff, so with no gingivitis. I gotta go get it done. I hate it. So yeah, that's what I gotta do today. There's something else I gotta do. But yeah, so look at little Elsa. You know they gonna be upset. You got your woman now, Elsa. Boy, Elsa. But I'm not going. I'm finna get off of here. I ain't got nothing to talk about. I was talking about the Ari Lennox person. How people, how people be judging folks. I didn't know they judge men so harshly on here. You said, "What you talking about? That's what you put up here." I don't know what you got going on, answer. You got too many. You got too many home. Excuse me, too many home girls up in here. Shit, I got some. I got some homeboys, but I gotta be careful because sometimes, sometimes homeboys they end up liking you sometimes. And of course, I have a magnetic personality, so you know how that go. But Answer got a whole bunch of you got a whole bunch of homegirls, bless his heart. You said you said I have a safe trip. You said have a safe trip. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I need a safe trip. And I'm dreading to go. But again, having plaque and gingivitis is not the way to go. That is not cute for nobody. And I want to keep my smile beautiful and glistening with straight teeth and no gingivitis. So I gotta go and get that done. hmm And also, like I said, I said this boy is crazy too. I'm gonna say this. Don't get off of here. I said because I saw a little bit of it, and I said, "Answer, why is you got this on camera? Stop putting stuff on. Why you put so much stuff on what you be doing, where you be going? I know it probably don't bother you. I guess it's nerve wracking for me because I'll be worried about people knowing where your spot is. Like remember that time I had cammed up at one of the gyms that I go to, and then we had your home girl over there talking about I know where you at. I could tap you on your shoulder. You remember? After that, I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be very vigilant watching my surroundings because I see what's going on now. And I said, I'm gonna have to stop camming up the places I go to. I suggest you do the same because you don't know what these people got going on. It may be somebody that live in Dallas that see that and they know where the place that you at and try to come there and start some mess. You gotta be careful. These people are not sane out here. So if I was you, I would be very careful about putting, places that you at that time when you go live because people are really crazy. You don't worry about these lanes. Yeah, I just don't. I don't understand. I just like stop doing it. Like I understand maybe not every now and then you want to show people that you at a place and you having fun, you living your life while they mad or whatever. I get that. Like I get it totally, but at the same time, like you got to think about your safety. And especially if you have a friend there or whatever, you don't know what type of people time people be on. Yeah, me too, Candy. I don't. These people are crazy. I'm just like this boy here. Oh my god. This is like, honey. Oh, he's just about to get me a nervous. That kind of stuff makes me nervous. That's why I don't do that. Once I found out when that helper said that, talking about tapping me on my shoulder, and I guess she knew that at exact gym, the that I frequent sometimes because I go to two different gyms. After she said that, I was like, okay, got noted, got it. Watch my back. You know what I'm saying? Because these people crazy as hell, and can be a person that's real crazy and bold that would do something like that, and then you be like, you can't could blame nobody but yourself. That's why I say I ain't doing that no more. It's not that I'm scary, of course, but again, a lot of things can be prevented. A lot of things can be prevented. Cause I ain't trying to go to jail for shooting nobody, whether it's manslaughter, self defense, or whatever. But I will, cause I don't play those type of games with people. You said YouTube makes the parasocial relationship possible. Yeah, they just doing stupid stuff. But like I said, answer, listen to me. I know it's hard for you because your head's about as hard as a brick. But listen to me on that, or at least show something to where it's not like you're just looking at a wall. I could see something like that, where people can't really identify. I don't know. Do it in your car. Some. But yeah, it's all good. I hope all is well. Thank you so much, people, for sticking in there. Again, I wasn't talking about too much of nothing. I was just talking about how a lot of people critique Irie for looking the way she looks. And again, all of us have our own type of beauty. All of us have our own type of looks that some people may find attractive and some people don't. But just be careful about being super critical of people, especially voicing your opinion publicly about people and how they look, because that could be you. See, a lot of times I don't, I don't feel comfortable a lot of times, even though y'all seen when I just cammed up not too long ago. But sometimes I don't feel comfortable on here. A lot of these people be doing too much, and they go overboard with their criticism. And it's like, okay, well, you cam up and show how you really look without makeup, or show how you really look with your hair over your head and all of that. Like, you do it, you know. They can't do it, but they so busy critiquing other people. And again, when people take on these jobs or take on these type of roles as being a celebrity, being on social media, I mean, it comes sometimes with the territory. I just think that people need to really sometimes put themselves in other people's shoes. If you was on the other side, how would you want people to talk to you and come at you? And it's a little thing, what they say in the Bible, treat people like you want to be treated. If you don't want people to be coming at you any kind of way publicly, don't be doing to them. Now, you can have your own opinion about how somebody look, but it don't always have to be voiced. And as I was growing up, I was always told, uh, just because you feel a way don't mean you need to say it. You know what I'm saying? Some things you just need to keep to yourself, you know. And as grandmama would say, uh, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And we need to kind of go back to that, you know. Um, now I can see if somebody coming for you and they talking about you, and if you want to respond, hey, they get what they put out. I get that. But if you don't know nobody and people just camming up and they being themselves, keep your opinions to yourself. Nobody need to know that you think they ugly, or that you think they bad built, or that you think their nose is too big, or their head is too big, or their forehead is gigantic. I don't know why do you this phone, because it's like people be calling me when I'm on the phone talking to you guys. But anyway, I just want to say that everybody don't need to know your opinion, you know what I'm saying, especially when people not coming for you. Degrading someone's looks without warrant, then it's considered low. Very much so, Dark. Very much so. It's no need for that. So just stop it. Like I said, treat people the way you want to be treated. Most of the time, you'll come out okay. You know what I'm saying? But when you go out of your way to be ugly to people, and it's not warranted, you're going to get what you put out. You may not get it that day. You're going to get it eventually. It's called reaping what you sow. That's the universal law that everybody has to answer to, that everybody will reap. Whatever you put out, good or bad, it's going to come back. So just try to treat people the way you want to be treated and quit trying to, just because you want to say something, because you have the freedom of speech, to feel like it's okay to degrade somebody else. Hey, Sherry. So yeah, that's not cool. You said they need a safe space on here for us, man. Yeah, Elsa, you funny, but yeah, you need, ain't no safe place on the internet. Answers. Unfortunately, we living in a society where people, they take freedom of speech and they distort it to basically cover up or to excuse their bad behavior. So this is where we are, and it's kind of like we just have to deal with it accordingly. I had, and this personally, Answer, I've had so many people to come at me for my looks. You know what I'm saying? And but they can't hold a candle to me. That's what's so crazy. Can't even compete or compare. But you got so much to say. You know what I'm saying? So I let those people, as Lonnie would say, be great, and a little bit of your saying, let them be gone with the wind, fabulous. But at the end of the day, they gonna reap what they sow, and whatever they put out in the atmosphere, they gonna get. So I try not to worry about it. Hey, Stefan, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Right. Oh, I know. I've grown up a lot on here, and a lot of times in Answer and any other content creator like Candy, once you've been on here long enough and been criticized long enough, you start to develop a little bit thicker skin than you did before. So a lot of stuff that maybe used to bother you when you first came on this app, it's not going to bother you as much as you stay on here and you deal with these crazy people, because you understand people just be talking and they just try to find something so that they can feel better about themselves and come at you. That's what they do. So eventually you get to the point where it doesn't bother you as much. You know what I'm saying? It still irritates you, but it doesn't bother you like that. So like I said, I always tell people, let's cam up. You go and I go. See what you working with. And if you got it like that, you got it like that. But that still don't mean you can shut down somebody else. Even if I on my best days, I'm still not gonna look down on somebody else because I don't feel like they look as good as me. You know what I'm saying? We all have our days. It's some days, just like I cammed up today. Look crazy. I don't look crazy, but I just look normal. I ain't dressed up. I'm on my way to the gym. I ain't got no makeup on, and I'm just here. So, it is what it is. But at least when I wake up, I don't scare nobody. So that's a blessing. When I wake up, I don't scare anyone. I don't look like a gremlin when I wake up. So I'm good. If you a woman, when you left your face on your pillow and you look like a different person, you got some issues. You got some problems. Okay? You got to get that worked out. Go to the dermatologist. Take care of your skin better. You know, eat lunch, shrimp, rice, drink soda, and water. SSS cookies. Okay, Stefan, I don't know what you're referring to, but keep doing what you're doing, brother. I don't know what you got going on. You said I gave these folks plenty of chances. Yeah, that's why I say you. Thank you so much, V. And I know you can see the improvement because you've been knowing me for a minute now, probably. Hey, Yaya. Oh, you had lunch? Oh, wow. You better watch it, homeboy. You eating a lot. You said right. You said yeah, but you can't be given too many chances because baby, you will definitely be pissed off at yourself for giving people too many chances on this app. You'd be like, what the hell? But yeah, shout out to Ari and everybody that has an unusual well, people consider unusual uh features about themselves. But that's what make people beautiful for the most part, when you have unusual features that other people don't have, that makes you your own type of beauty. Everybody has their own type of beauty. Even if I think I kind of have a normal head, uh, forehead. Some people may think it's big. It ain't like Rihanna's, but looking at Rihanna, she still has her own type of beauty. She has beautiful eyes. She has so many things that's going for her. It's always something that you may have that another person may not have. You know what I'm saying? So, despite of what people deem to see as imperfections, that may be something beautiful to somebody else. You know. So, shout out to uh, that, and I'm gonna get off here. I say one thing. What you say? Answer. Say one thing. I don't know what you mean. But yeah, just like I said, you just like I said, keep every content creator. I will tell you, even if you're a subscriber, whatever wherever you are in your life, whoever you are, there's always going to be somebody that's going to have something negative to say. How you deal with it is going to determine um, how it's going to affect you. Like, are you going to internalize what they say? Um, Let me see. You said we all are not perfect. We all have one thing on us. That's right. Right. Like, I'm trying to think what's really messed up. I don't like the fact that I'm short. Being 5'4", I really don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 5'6" with heels. I don't like that I'm short. I don't like that I got one leg that's bow legged and the other one is kind of straight. It's kind of weird. Like, I'm like, what the hell? Um, it's another thing I don't like about myself. Um, I don't like my fupa. Um, but thank God that's going away. What else? Um, I'm working on my arms. Sometimes I have just a little bit of bat wings up under my arms. There's so many things I don't need somebody to critique me. I can go down the list what I don't like about myself. But at the end of the day, I still think that I'm an attractive person. And not only that, I do have I feel like I have a good insight as well. I'm very compassionate with people. I can be kind to people. Um, I like to make people feel special about themselves. That's one of the qualities. Now I have the other quality I can tear you down too, but the other great quality about me is I like to really build people up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you so much, Trey. I appreciate it. I like to build people up. You know what I'm saying? You like women with fupas? Mm, yeah, I'm fun size, 5'4". Um, I yeah, I didn't understand what God was doing with the bow leg on one and then the kind of straight leg on the other. Like that's kind of weird. So yeah, I didn't know what was going on with that. I don't know because both of my grandparents on my mom's side were bow legged. My dad was not bow legged, so maybe that's why I got a mixture. I don't know. What else? Yeah, it's just a lot of things that I ain't gonna say a lot of things, but it's some things that I wish I could change. Wish I could go to Dr. Miami and say, get this done, get that done. I need this cut off. I need this built up. Wish I could do a lot of that. But some things, God gives you and you just learn to deal with it or you learn to improve it. And so What I can change, I change. And what I can't, hell, I just say thank God and keep going. Because at the end of the day, I'm glad I got, for the most part, my health and my strength. So anything else, hey, it ain't that big of a deal. 'Cause I done seen, I'm talking about, they said some of these men are visual. But see, this is how I say I believe beauty can be objective, because what you may find beauty, I might not find beauty. Because sometimes I be seeing these, men, they say they visual creatures, but they wife look like she just rolled out of bed. So I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe she started out different. I don't know. But yeah. Hey David, how are you? Who is that, Selena? Who is who? That picture is me. You talking about who is that? I don't I don't know who you're referring to, or what you're referring to. But I appreciate you. Let me see. Hopefully I ain't got nothing on my mouth. I'm gonna cam up just a little bit, just to say, make sure ain't nothing in my teeth so they won't screenshot it. Say it was something in her teeth. Cause I just been, I like to eat. Not like my buddy, Stefan down there. So I ain't eating like that. They must not look at your post. I don't know. Action, who you talking about? That picture, that's me. I just had my blonde hair that day. Let me see. Hey guys, I'm on my way to the gym. So I'm camming up just a little bit. I don't really like camming up like that. But I just want to say hello. Give you a smile. Hope I ain't got nothing in my teeth like that. But yeah. I'm gonna get on out of here before I change my mind. Cause I just, Lord, I hate going to the gym. But I'm gonna go get this body right. Get this body right, honey. Working on glutes and legs today. Then tomorrow work on my arms and my abs. Tomorrow, God willing, I'll work on it. Today I'm doing my glutes. Elsa, I'm starting to think that you I don't know what's going on with you, Elsa, but you sure got a lot of criticism to say about your girl. Now, I know I mess with you a little bit at times because I feel like you deserve it. But I think you, I don't know what's going on with you, Answer. Maybe Traveling Classy knows what's going on. I have no idea. But I'm gonna let you make it, brother. Let you make it. See, these men, they know what time it is. V-Dub know what time it is. Man, I ain't got time to be worried with no hater like you, Answer. And you're supposed to be from my hometown. What's up, hometown homeboy? You said, I gotta keep my heart. I know that's right. So yeah, Answer be hating like a big dog. Like, yo, what is up with this? But shout out to the Cash App. I need that. That making help me. So shout out. And now give me some lunch or something later. I might be able to get some lunch, depending on how sore my mouth is gonna be when they do that deep cleaning. Shoot. But love y'all to Reese's Pieces. Right. Just weird, V-Dub. That's why I was like, that dude. I'm like, and I hate to have, I'm going to say this and I'm truly going to get off here. I hate to have to even address that like 2 weeks ago. Like, I don't, and you know this, you've been subbed up to my page for a minute. I ain't never talked about that guy. And so that stupid mod just sit up there and lie. And he wanted it to be that way because he wanted me to talk about him. That's what he really wanted, V-Dub. That's why I was like, this dude's weird. Like I don't even look at his content, but he probably been sneak dissing me ever since I came from over there. I know he was doing it when I was there. I'm not stupid. So yeah, they trying. So yeah, that's why I was just like, these people tripping. What did my live a couple of weeks ago have to do with any of those people over there? That's why I was kind of confused about when I got contacted by the lady. I was like, I really was genuine, sincere. I really didn't know what the hell she was talking about. So I'm like, what are you talking about? And who is saying that did a live on this nigga? I don't talk about that nigga. That nigga is not even on my Richter scale. Period. Like it's some paranoia. People be struggling with paranoia. They need to get help for that. Be saying people doing stuff when they not. You going by some witch in the chat. We don't know if she a man or a woman. Even if she is a woman, hell, still she's still lying. That's what I was like. I'm like, these folks tripping. So yeah, that really caught me off guard, and that put me kind of in a bad mood. And I should have just prayed about it and rest on it before I responded. But I was so hot that night. I was like, nah, nigga, you go on about your business, nigga. Y'all, whoever it is, if it's a group or whatever, go on about your business. I don't have that type of drama in my real life, and I'm not gonna keep having it with some know nothing ass people that I don't know or that I met once. Like we not doing it. So I was just kind of like, yo, these people weird. So I ain't dealing with that. Everybody know at this point, especially in 2025 and 26, I started putting a name on stuff a long time ago, and especially in 2025, 26, because I want the people to know directly who I was talking about. You hear me? You feel me, V Dub? You I want you to know exactly. I'm talking to you. So I can put a name on it. Ain't nothing scary over here. But what I didn't expect it coming out the blue like that, especially when the live stream wasn't even about none of them people. Like, girl, go somewhere with that bull. I tried to be calm a little bit, but I think it kind of just irritated me because it's like, leave me the fuck alone. Right? Like, I don't be coming with that type of like that energy. So I don't know why you coming at me like that, ma'am or sir. So yeah, that was just weird to me. Like I said, I can be a woman about it and say, hey, I was talking about you. I can be a woman about it. But if I wasn't, oops, excuse me. If I wasn't, take it for what it is. I ain't gonna. You ain't scared to lie to you or nobody else. I'll tell you if I'm talking about your shit. Don't have me getting. Let me get off here before I say the wrong thing. Cause I'm going down the wrong path. I was doing good. I was calm. So let me just go on about my business. But anyway, it's all good. I'm glad y'all came through. Press the like button. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, B Dub knows. So we good. You know, it's like I said, somebody in another sector that y'all don't even know nothing about. And even if y'all do, y'all ain't never heard me talk about them. So you know, I ain't lying. But you guys be great. Finna go on and do what I need to do. The stuff I don't want to do, I'm gonna go and do it. And I'll talk to you guys later. And y'all later. I just cut my phone off. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for coming through. And Nancy, you need a spanking. I don't know what's going on with you today. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.